Hello. This week I have decided base my lesson plans and micro-teaching lessons on my current experiences as opposed and in comparison to my previous lesson plans and videos that were based on my previous experience as a teacher to kids in groups. Alright, so now I'm going to just reenact a part of Skype lesson that I had last week, and we're going to just skip through the grammar instructions. Okay, and my student is going to now read the task for exercise 5 on page 11. Alright, so please look back at the text and find as many examples of have got, has got as you can. Alright, yeah. We have 6 examples of have got, has got, and 2 of them are negative. Oh, 3. Okay, thank you. So 3 are positive and 3 are negative. All right. So here is grammar table. You are familiar with this grammar. You have studied it before, and you did exercises and read some grammar books. All right, and we will take a look at it once again. All right, we will talk about the structure of the sentences, questions, and the answers. All right, so please take note that we use short forms when we talk. All right, so tell me please what this got stands for. Please say it. I've got a house. So this word means have. Okay, you can say I have got a house, but I would like it practice speaking with contracted forms, which is more natural and which will help you to understand the speech better. All right. So now, what does this apostrophe s stand for in this? Yes, has. Has got. When do we use it? For third singular. He, she, it. All right. And tell me, where does the negative particle not go to? Yes, it sticks with have and has. All right. Now, I would like you to take a look at the structure of the sentence. What do we have in the first place? Pronoun. Okay. How about this example in the text? Please take a look at it. My mother's house hasn't heating. All right. So yeah, all the rest have got pronouns, and this one doesn't. All right. So what does it? What is this? My mother's house. Okay. So you picture a house. Yes, it's just one thing. And can you try to figure what part of a sentence it is? What we say it in Russian, member of a sentence. Yeah, it's the subject. It's the thing that we are talking about, right? It is not. It isn't always just one word. It can be 2, 3, and more words, and whole phrase. But that phrase will mean just one thing that we are discussing, right? So here in the first place we have the subject. I usually just draw a funny face to mean subject. You can write the word subject, or you can write a Russian word, right? So you will know that first comes the subject. Okay, now please take a look at the questions. So what's missing between have and got, and what's missing between has and got? Yes, the subject. All right, not all. Sometimes subject has a form of a pronoun, but you must realize that sometimes there may be quite a few words that mean just one thing, the subject. All right, so now let's take a look at the answers. So we have just yes, no answers. Okay, so here we have the ellipses, and let's take a look at the examples in the text. Let's say, has your mother's house got something? All right, so such questions, yes, no questions, already contain information that has to be either confirmed or denied. All right, and if we need information, so after what we will have nothing. Okay, the question will finish here, and before the have and has, there will be question words. You will see it in the examples when we practice these structures. Okay, now let's take a look at the answers. Have you got brothers and or sisters? Okay, so we don't answer with exactly the same pronoun. Yes, we answer, we give the answer about the person or thing that we are asked about, right? So I asked about you, and you answered about you, but you call yourself I, right? So it's not the same. Let's take a look at this very good example with my mother's house. So how would you answer? Has your mother's house got heating? She, who, she, your mother. Yeah, we're talking about the house, and house is it, right? So the pronoun, there is always pronoun in the answer, yes, and that pronoun has to match the subject in the question. All right, so here we are. We're going to practice this structure. Have got, has got. So, as I know, it's difficult for you to make sentences that are true for you. And instead of just drilling, making the sentences first all positive and then all negative, I suggest we play a game and you try to make sentences about me. You can say whatever you want, negative or positive sentences, and we will see how many you will get correctly, how many you will guess right. All right. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and if you make a positive sentence, I'm going to mark it with a plus, and if you make a negative sentence, I'm going to mark it with a minus. And then after you are done, we will see how many are correct. And if they are incorrect, you will change them from positive to negative or vice versa. All right. Yes, you start with you. Okay, not I, but you. You. Please take a look. Use the grammar table as your guide. All right. So in the grammar table, we have contracted forms. So please use contracted short forms when you speak. You've got a pet. So I mark the first sentence as positive. Yes. All right. So next is negative. I mark them. I mark all the sentences that you make about me appropriately. So now, again, I share my screen with you, and let's see how many of them sentences you have got correctly. You guessed correctly. So sentences number 3, 4, and 6 are incorrect. So please change them from positive to negative. All right, thanks. All right, so here, the next exercise wants you to try to make the questions, and as you will dictate these questions, and I will write after you. I will be your secretary. I will type them in the Word, and then after we've done it, we are going to ask and answer these questions. All right, and after that, you will tell me what you learned about me and about you, so you will compare and process the information that you've got. All right, so I'm going to stop now. Thanks for watching.